some of the issues that we have, or the ideologies that we have, are learned practices. We think of young people as inexperienced. We think of young people as malicious. We think of young people as wrongdoers. So we need to unlearn that and re-educate the civilian society and say, we have always perceived this generation as this type of people. But look at Julie, for instance, who is working, and this is the outputs she's brought into the Kenyan community. Look at Adam, he is in Sudan. Look at another person in Egypt. So really promoting the work that young people have done will play a key role in changing minds and perspectives that people have of younger people. So localization and re-education of the civilian population. And to top that off, it is to prioritize a multidimensional approach. And the reason I say to prioritize a multidimensional approach, it is that once we have put technical responses to security issues, we have excluded other responses that could be implemented. And one of the panelists that we had on another Accord conversation, Munei, said, in the case of Cabo Delgado in the Southern Africa region, for instance, in as much as we need the military to go on the ground and protect people, we also need interventions that ask young people, why did you join this military group? Why did you join this insurgency? And once we do that, we don't only have a high-level approach to conflict resolution, but we have a multidimensional approach to resolving our conflicts. And I think we can all agree that that approach might work and yield more results than having a high-level approach. And finally, it is to have systems of checks and balance. And we're thankful that the African Union has got the African Union peer review mechanism, which assesses whether continental frameworks are being implemented in our different countries. It is wonderful to have these frameworks on youth, peace, and security at the continental level. But if they don't speak to us in our various contexts, then we're going back to issues of technical issues and protocol guarding. But if we implement them, and not just that, we have mechanisms that check how we're implementing these continental frameworks, then we're at a better chance to yield more results. And we're at a better chance to have diversity, where not only young people, but also women and people from excluded groups are brought to the table and they contribute to matters of youth, peace, and security. So these are the 4 suggestions that I have. The first being localizing and re-educating, and the last 2 being having a multidimensional approach, and finally having systems of checks and balances to ensure that our continental framework is applied and reinforced in our various countries. Thank you.
Cynthia, thank you. I love how you started that saying it's going to be difficult to make concluding remarks, and then completely blow it out the water with 4 brilliant take homes. And I particularly